All right, hello Year Nines. So I just want to go through the questions for exercise 8A. All right, so for question 2 here, we are going to do 2A, C, E, G, I, and K. So let's start with A. Okay, so what we have here, we've got bracket x plus 2, and then another bracket x plus 5. Okay, so the way that we set this up is um, for the first pair of brackets, just gonna write it up here, and then for the second pair, x plus 5 down this way, and then we're just gonna multiply them together. Okay, so x times x is x squared, x times plus 2 is plus 2x, then we have plus 5 times x is plus 5x, and then we have plus 5 times plus 2, positive and a positive gives you a positive. 5 times 2 is 10, so that's what we have. So here I see that, well, the plus 5x and the plus 2x are like terms, so combine them together, plus 5 plus 2, that's going to give us plus 7x. So our answer, and we're just going to combine everything here, so x squared plus 7x and then plus 10. Okay, and that's going to be our answer. All right, next we have C. So C, we got t plus 8 times t plus 7. So we're just gonna set up everything again. T plus 8 up here, then t plus 7 down here. All right, t times t is gonna be t squared. T times plus 8 plus 8t plus 7 times t is plus 7t. Okay, and plus 7 times plus 8, positive and positive again is a positive. 7 times 8 is 56. Okay, so we would have plus 8t plus 7t. That's going to give us plus 15 plus 15t. So just going to combine everything now. So we have t squared plus 15t plus 56. Okay. All right. Just gonna get a new page here. All right. So next we're going to do e y plus 10 times y plus 2. So first pair of brackets, we've got the y plus 10, and then second pair, we've got y plus 2. Okay, let's multiply these together. So y times y is y squared, y times plus 10 is plus 10y, 2 plus 2 times y is plus 2y, and plus 2 times 10, that's going to be plus 20. Okay. All right. So next we're just going to combine the like terms. So we have the plus 10y plus 2y. That's going to give us plus 12y. And our answer will be y squared plus 12y plus 20. Next is g. All right, so with g we've got x plus 3 multiplied by x minus 4. So we have a negative this time. So x plus 3 at the top then x minus 4 down this column. Okay, so x times x is x square. X times plus 3 is going to be plus 3x. Negative 4 times x is negative 4x. Negative 4 times plus 3, negative and a positive, it's going to be a negative. And 4 times 3 is 12. So just combining the like terms here, we've got positive 3x minus 4x. Okay, so that's going to give us negative 1x. So the answer is going to be x squared minus 1x minus 12. Okay. Moving on to I. So we have x minus 6, x plus 2. Alright, so x minus 6 at the top, and x plus 2 down the side. Okay, so multiply them, you got x times x is x squared, x times negative 6 is negative 6x, plus 2 times x plus 2x, plus 2 times negative 6, that's a positive and a negative, so that's going to be a negative, and 2 times x is 12. So just combining the plus 2x and the minus 6x. So plus 2 minus 6, that's going to give us minus 4x. So our final answer will be x squared minus 4x minus 12. And then finally we've got k. So now k, we've got x minus 1 and x minus 2. So this time we've got two minus sign. So x minus 1 at the top, x minus 2 down the side. Okay, so x times x is x squared. X times negative 1 is minus 1x. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 1, right? So negative and a negative is a positive, and 2 times 1 is 2. So that means we would have minus 1x minus 2x. So this is going to be even more negative, so it's going to give us minus 3x. So our answer is x squared minus 3x plus 2. Okay, so I hope this helps you with question 2. Next, we're going to move on to question 3. Okay, so question 3 looks a little bit more complicated, but we're just going to use the same process. Okay, so we've got 4x plus 3 multiplied by 2x plus 5. So 4x plus 3 at the top, 2x plus 5 down the side, and we're going to multiply them together. So remember, we multiply the numbers together and the letters together. Okay, so 2 times 4 is 8, x times x is x squared. Then we've got 2x times plus 3, so 2 times 3, well, first of all, they're both positive, so that's going to be a positive. 2 times 3 is 6, so it's going to be plus 6x. Then we have plus 5 times plus 4x, positive and a positive, so positive. 5 times 4 is 20, so plus 20x. And then we've got positive 5 times positive 3, which is going to give positive 15. All right, so combining the 20x and the 6x, we can get 26x. And so our answer will be 8x squared plus 26x plus 15. All right. You see that it's looks a bit more complicated, but it's still the same thing. Okay? So as long as you follow the steps, you will be able to do it. Okay? All right, so see, we got 3x plus 1 and 5x plus 4. All right, so 3x plus 1 at the top, 5x plus 4 down the side. All right, let's multiply them together. So numbers multiplied by numbers. 5 times 3 is 15, and x times x is x squared. 5x times plus 1, positive and positive is positive. 5 times 1 is 5, so plus 5x. Plus 4 times 3x, positive, positive, positive. 4 times 3 is 12, so positive 12x. And plus positive 4 times positive 1, that's going to be positive 4. All right, so we have plus 12x plus 5x. That's going to be plus 17x. Okay, and then what we have is the answer. That is 15x squared plus 17x plus 4. Okay, so that's how we are going to expand that one. All right, moving on to the next one here. Okay, so E, 8x minus 3 times 3x minus 4. All right. All right, so we have 8x minus 3 at the top, 3x minus 4 down the side. Multiply them. 3 times 8 is 24. X times x is x squared. 3x times negative 3, positive and a negative is a negative. 3 times 3 is 9, so negative 9x. Negative 4 times 8x, negative and a positive is a negative. 4 times 8 is 32, so negative 32x. Negative 4 times negative 3, negative and a negative is a positive. 4 times 3 is 12. Okay. All right, so just combining everything. Well, first of all, let's combine the negative 32x and the negative 9x here. So negative 32 minus 9, that's going to be negative 41. Okay, and so our answer would be 24x squared minus 41x plus 12. Okay, next is G. So 5x plus 2 times 2x minus 7. Okay, let's move on to K. Sorry, let's continue on with G here. All right, so we have 5x plus 2 and 2x minus 7. Okay, so 2 times 5, that's 10. X times x is x squared. Then we have 2x times plus 2. Positive and positive is a positive. 2 times 2 is 4, so plus 4x. Then we have negative 7 times 5x. Negative and a positive is a negative. 7 times 5 is 35, so we have negative 35x. And negative 7 times plus 2, negative and a positive is negative. 7 times 2 is 14. Alright, so we have plus 4x minus 35x. So that's going to be negative 31x. Alright, so our final answer is going to be 10x squared minus 31x minus 14. Moving on to I now. So we have 4x plus 1 times 4x minus 5. Alright, so we have 4x times 4x. So 4 times 4 is 16. X times x is x squared. 4x times plus 1. So positive and a positive is positive. 4 times 1 is 4. It's going to be plus 4x. Okay. Negative 5 times 4x. Negative and a positive is a negative. 5 times 4 is 20. So negative 20x. And then finally, we got negative 5 times plus 1. Negative and a positive is a negative. 5 times 1 is 5. And we've got plus 4x minus 20x. That would give us negative 16x. Combining everything together, we have 16x squared minus 16x minus 5. And finally, we've got k, so 5x minus 2 times 3x minus 1. Okay, so 3 times 5 is 15. X times x is x squared. 3x times negative 2. Positive and negative is a negative. 3 times 2 is 6, so negative 6x. Negative 1 times 5x. Negative and a positive is a negative. 1 times 5 is 5. That's going to be negative 5x. Negative 1 times negative 2. Negative and a negative is a positive. 1 times 2 is 2. So negative 6x minus 5x. That will be negative 11x. So our final answer will be 15x squared minus 11x plus 2. Okay, so I hope that this helps you with question 3. Next, we're going to move on to question 4. So with question 4, what we can see here is that very similar to question 2 and 3, except for the fact that now we've got 2 letters instead of like a letter and a number in each pair of brackets. Okay, but still, that is fine. We can do it. Okay, so A, we've got A plus B multiplied by A plus C. So A plus B at the top, A plus C on the side. That looks like a 9, so I'm just going to fix that up a little bit. Okay, so multiply them together. So A times A, that's A squared. A times plus B, that's going to be plus AB. Plus C times A, that's going to be plus A. Oh, sorry. plus AC. Um, oh, something happens there. No, everything's fine. All right, and then finally plus C times plus B. Okay, that's going to be plus BC. Okay, now you may notice that actually there is no like terms. So we've got A square plus AB plus AC. These are not like terms. And then plus BC. Okay, in a way, that kind of makes it life a bit easier for us because we don't have to combine any like terms, right? We just have to rewrite everything, just combining everything together. Okay. All right. So next we've got C. So here we've got y minus x and z minus y. All right. So y minus x at the top, z minus y down the side. So z times y, that's going to be yz. Okay. So the convention is that you write the letters in alphabetical order. Even though if you write zy, that's still fine. Okay. Okay. Next, we've got z times negative x, positive, and a negative is a negative, and that's just going to be negative or minus xz. Here we've got negative y times y. That's going to be negative y square. Okay. And then finally we have a negative times a negative, so that's going to be a positive, and y times x is just xy. Okay, any like terms here? Nope. So we can just write yz minus xz minus y square plus, oh, sorry guys, plus xy. And we're done. All right, moving on to E. So we have 2a plus b, a minus b. All right, so a times 2a, that's going to be 2a square. A times plus b, both are positive, so that's going to be positive ab. Negative b times 2a, negative and a positive is a negative, so that's going to be negative 2ab, and then negative b times positive b, negative positive is a negative, that's going to be b squared. All right, so this time we do have like terms here, so plus ab minus 2ab. All right, so this is, so one group of A and B minus two groups of A and B. Well, that's going to be, give us negative 1 AB, okay? And so our answer will be 2A squared minus 1AB minus B squared. And then we have G. So we got 4x minus 3y and 3x minus 4y. Okay, so 3 times 4, that's 12. X times x, that's x squared. 3x times negative 3y, 3 times negative 3, positive and a negative is a negative. 3 times 3 is 9. And then we just have xy. Negative 4y times 4x. Negative and a positive is a negative. 4 times 4 is 16. And then we just have xy again. Alright, and finally we got negative 4y times negative 3y. Negative and a negative is a positive. 3 times 4 is 12. So it's going to be plus y plus 12y squared. So we have 9xy and negative 16xy being like terms. So minus 9 minus 16, that's going to give us minus 25xy. So our final answer is going to be 12x squared minus 25xy plus 12 y squared. Okay, a bit more complicated, but that's alright, we can do it. Alright, and finally we have I. So we have xy, oh, xy minus yz times z plus 3x. Okay, so this one is actually going to be a little bit harder just because we have to multiply a few letters together. Z times xy is just going to be x, y, z. Now this is z times negative yz. Positive and a negative is a negative. And here we've got 2z, so that's going to be yz squared. Plus 3x times xy. So positive and a positive is z positive. There's no other number, just plus 3. X times x, that's going to be x squared. Y. And then finally we have plus 3 times, now remember this is times negative 1. So positive and a negative is a negative. 3 times 1 is 3. That's just going to be negative 3xyz. So here our like term is going to be xyz minus 3xyz. Now remember that this is 1 xyz minus 3xyz. That's going to give us negative 2xyz. Alright, so what do we have? So we're going to have negative 2xyz minus yz squared plus 3x squared y. Okay, and that is it. So that's how you would do question 4. Alright, moving on to question 5 now. So we got a rectangular room with dimension 4 meters by 5 meters. And it is to be extended so that they want to make the room wider. So both the length and the width are to be increased by x meters. And our first question is to find an expanded expression for the area of the new room. Okay, so let's do that first. Now first I'm going to draw a rectangular room. Okay, now very bad drawing on here, so just imagine that this is a rectangle. Okay, so we have 4 meters by 5 meters. Okay, and then they are both the length and the width are to be extended, are to be increased by x meters. So if you imagine, I'm just going to draw using a dashed line here. So here is x meters, okay, and also down here, that is also x meters, okay. So the room is going to be extended until here, okay. And we want to find the expanded expression for the area of the new room. So how can we express this? So the new length, because we increase the length, okay? So the new length is going to be 5 plus x, okay? And the new width is going to be 4 plus x. So the new area, now remember that area is length times width, so it's going to be 5 plus x times 4. Oh, plus x, 4 plus x. There we go. Okay, and you can see here, well, that's double bracket, so we can do it. Now, there's a few ways that we can do this. Actually, I'm gonna show you the way that I'm gonna use the way that we've been doing first. Okay, all right, and this is for question A. All right, so what we've been doing, we've got 5 plus x, then 4 plus x, and all right, make that table. Right, multiply them. So 4 times 5, that's 20. 4 times plus x, that's going to be plus 4x. Plus x times 5, that's going to be plus 5x. And plus x times plus x is going to be plus x squared. Alright, so that means that uh, we're going to have 20. And then we got the plus 4x and the plus 5x. Combine them together, that's going to give us plus 9x. And then plus x squared. Okay, so that's going to be the expanded expressions for the area of the new room. Now, the other way that you can do this, instead of setting up a new table like this, if you guys remember the APK, the picture that we used for the APK at the start, okay? Now let's compare this one with the table that we just created. They are very, very similar, aren't they? Okay, and basically they are almost the same. Okay, so here we got the 4 times 5, right? We can find the area. Basically, what we've been doing in that table is that we find the area of each smaller rectangle is here, right? So 4 times 5, that's going to give us 20 meters square. Then here we got 4 times x, so that's going to be 4x, right? Again, it's still meters square because we're dealing with area. Then this one's going to be x times 5, so 5x meters square. And then here we've got x times x squared. And then just combine everything and we get this expression, okay? So there's two ways that you can do it. You can do it straight from the diagram, or you can rewrite everything in algebra, right? Find a new length, find a new width, write it as a double bracket for the area, and then expand it from there, okay? But you can totally work it out from the diagram as well. Okay, and then finally we got B. Now it says there, so if x is equal to 3, then find the area of the new room. Okay, so that means that whenever you have x, we will use the number 3. So we have 20 plus 9 times 3, okay, plus x squared, okay, or 3 squared. Put this into a calculator and you should get your answer. I'm just going to do it in my head here. So 20 plus 9 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27. So that's going to be 47. 47 plus 3 square. 3 square, Now remember, 3 squared is basically 3 times 3, so that's 9. So 47 plus 9, that's going to give us 56 meters square. And so, how much the area has increased by? So that's going to be 56 minus the old area, which is, we saw, as we can see up here, that's going to be minus 20. And that would give us an answer of 36 meters square. There we go. So that's how you answer question 5. And for the extension here, okay, question 8, write the missing terms in this expansion. All right, so the way that we work this out, okay, now if you want to, you can set up the questions the way that we've been setting up our expansion. So we have x plus 2, and then we've got x plus something. All right, so x plus something. Okay, so what do we have? So um, we've got x square here, right? So x times x, that's going to give us x square. Now, next we got plus 5x. So this is going to give you, okay, so let's think about it. So this is x times plus 2. That's going to give you plus 2x. Now we want plus 5x, so that means that this has to be plus 3x, okay? And then we've got a plus 6 right here. So whatever this number is, when it multiplies with x, you get plus 3x. And when you multiply with 2, you get plus 6. And you probably can guess the answer already. That number has to be 3. Okay? So this is for A. So that has to be 3 there. So we can see that this table is very useful because it's allowed you to work out things very easily. Okay, next we got C. So we got x plus 1. Okay, and then again we've got x plus something. And what we get is we've got x squared. Okay, now this is going to be x times plus 1, so plus 1x. And we know that we want plus 7x. Okay, so whatever this number is, multiply with x, is going to give you plus 7x. Well, that has to be 7, right? So that's going to be 7 there. And so plus 7 times plus 1 plus positive and positive, so it's going to give you a positive. 7 times 1 is 7. Okay, so that's going to be 7 there. Right, next we have so x plus 3, then x minus a number. Okay, so we have x times x is x squared, that's good. X times plus 3 is plus 3x. Now the thing is, we only have a plus 1. So what do we have to do to the plus 3x to get plus 1x? Well, we have to take away 2, don't we? We have to take away 2 to get plus 1. That would give us the hint to what this number is. So this number multiplied by x has to be negative 2x. So this has to be negative 2 there. Okay, and negative 2 times plus 3, negative times positive is a negative. 2 times 3, that's going to be 6. So negative 2 in here, and then negative 6 in there. Right, G, we've got x plus 1 and then something plus 3. Okay, so we want 2x squared in here. Okay, and also we know that plus 3 times plus 1, positive, and a positive is a positive. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, so how can we get 2x squared? Well, what do we multiply with x to get 2x squared? So for there to be an x squared, there has to be another x here, right? And we want a 2. So that means that this number has to be 2. So that's 2x. Okay, that's 2x. So we have 2x times plus 1. 2 times 1 is 2, so that's going to be plus 2x. Then plus 3 times x, well, that's going to be plus 3x. So combine them together, plus 3 plus 2, that's going to be plus 5x. And then this is going to be plus 3. And then finally we got I. So we have x plus 2. And then something plus something else. Okay. All right, so what do we have? We've got 7x squared here. We don't know what these two are gonna be. And then we've got 6 here. Okay, so some deduction work here. So we want x squared, right? So that means that there has to be another x there. X times x is x squared. And we want a 7 as well, so that's going to be 7x. That would give 7x times plus 2. So positive is a positive. 7 times 2 is 14x. And then this number multiplied by 2 has to give you 6, or plus 6 I should say. That has to be 3. And so plus 3 times x is plus 3x. So let's write this here. Plus 7x plus 3. And we've got plus 3x plus 14x. That's going to give us plus 17x. And there we go. That's how we can sort of like work backwards and find out the numbers for question 8. Okay, so I hope that this really helps you with exercise 8A here.